Welcome everyone. I'm Julian, one of the co-founders of SalesMind. So today we are going to talk about something very specific. The prospects are replying less, and traditional AI messages all sound the same. Tools have got smarter, but the outreach hasn't catch up. So basically what we identified is that the performances of the traditional messages are dropping and the spray and pray do not work anymore at all. So today's session is about how to fix the gap, and then we will outline how you will be using new features that we have developed for you that will help you to book ultimately more meetings. So I'm going to share my screen now and walk you through exactly what we shipped in February. So let me introduce you what are the new features for you to book more meetings. This new update. So the problem is the prospects are replying less. AI messages or not, the messages are really omnipresent now on LinkedIn. So the outbound feel broken, but we are getting smarter and your SalesMind is getting smarter. So how does that apply in the outreach? So we have 6 updates that we will go through today. All features are live when you watch at this video. So first of all, the rationale. You all ask about why does the AI write these messages this way? Why is this message sound long? What are we using emoji in these messages and not the other one? What are the decision logic at the end of the day? So that's exactly why we are introducing the rationale. In the past few months, you've noticed that we have more and more reasoning of the AI about how does it qualify the person to be interested or not, what are the score and the rationale about how do we think this person fit your persona and so on. Now that's getting into the messages themselves as well. Let's see how. So as you may have noticed, in the past few months, we're trying to share more how does the AI decide, how does it qualify, what is the clue that we identify to make sure that we are able to categorize and qualify the prospect effectively. So how do we resonate to qualify the interest and classify the interest? What is the reasoning we have to understand how we do the matching and the scoring of the persona? And today we're getting into the messages. You have been a lot asking about why the AI was writing the messages this way. Sometimes it feels lengthy, sometimes the emoji are a little bit less casual than usually, and that's because the AI identify behind the scene. So now we are sharing that. Let me share a few conversations. So here we have the conversation that happened between Ludwig and Charlotte. Charlotte is one of our profile here at SalesMind. So she sent the first message here. I saw your profile mention an interest in AI advancements for marketing. The person is the chief marketing officer. So when I hover the thing here, I get the reasoning and the rationale for the scoring itself. So that person fits quite well. When I hover the open deal here, I can zoom a little bit. The contact is interested because he's currently asking us to get a meeting with us. So the AI replied here. But what's new here is that when you hover the message, you have the rationale. What is the buyer motivation? What is the pain point? And what is the decision logic at the end of the day? So that's for the messages that are sent. Now, for the messages that are here, you can see that the messages that has been sent. So we usually use SalesMind to generate meeting for us. We have the reasoning right here. So again, what is the buyer motivation? What is the pain point? And for each messages, we have those information to ensure that you understand how does the AI think and be able to correct it when it's wrong. And basically that's for all the messages, right? You have the rationale right here. All right, sounds pretty cool. We identified that often the website of the businesses have in average over 80 pages, but visitor rarely stay over 40 seconds. So now make a small math and try to identify how many pages does any visitor see. A few, only a few. So we have come from the fact that where the lead get lost in the funnel is in the website often. And that's a really big problem because we all spend dozens of thousands of dollars in the website, but at the end of the day, he tried to speak to too many people, too many pages, and the lead are going cold. What's important to understand is the guys that is coming from the SEO or the leads that are coming from cold outreach are on the very different stage of the funnel. The person that are looking for on Google or ChatGPT or whatever LLM, they're looking at some specific solution. They have a stronger intent. In the case of cold outreach, we are reaching out to people, we interrupting them, and if the website is too complex, too big, too wide, too many choices, the prospect will just don't take any action. So we came with an innovation that is truly groundbreaking. It is the adaptive microsite. So in simple word, what it does, based on all the information we get from the prospect, from the conversation, from his company, and so on, we are building a landing page that will be dedicated for every single prospect. So basically, what it means, I'll try to get back the thing. All right. So here we have an example. This is the conversation that we had with Suher, right? First message, second message, it is related, the guy is a little bit interested, he needs to move, right? And here basically we have the website that we have created for that person. Generate 6 to 50 quality lead monthly, streamline your business. Based on all the conversation that we get with the person, we have built this specific website for him. So we can say that the entire value proposition has been done for him. The case studies that is relevant for this person are done. So the AI choose to set up the link to the right resources on our website. The testimonials that are making sense for this person only. We have different segments of users, and some users in some segment leave comments that are related to their industry and their professional experience and occupation. And basically that's what the AI is sharing right here. The same, all the questions are entirely personalized for this person. So this is the buyer view. Now, it's obvious, right? This is an automated website. No one build a website at scale for everyone. So we need to provide the lead the intelligence about why do we target those people? Why do we even engage with them at the end of the day? We don't want to interrupt people that we can't help, right? You don't want to disturb people. But if your solution can genuinely help some people, you should get in touch with them and make sure that you offer your services. And this is exactly the second layer of this page is we have a seller page. So you, as a user of SalesMind, you understand much more effectively how to engage with this person. So you have a small introduction, the name, the location, the job title, and so on, the company, very brief description, what happened in the conversation with the prospect and who is having the conversation with this one. The fit score, the persona fit and everything, right? The role fit, how do we think this person have the problem? What role does this person have? What is the trigger? So he's a founder of multiple company, he posts actively on LinkedIn. So we get all those information based on what we identify from him. The decision, the value proposition, where do we see this guy having a pain point? what is the challenge that you have, and how does our solution or your solution, if you use SalesMind, could help him. Um, Also information about how to effectively prepare the meeting. So what could be the objective of this meeting? What could be the agenda? What are the discovery questions that you will need to ask? The anticipated objection. So the person is having a bunch of information on his profile. So we are able to understand how to categorize the kind of objection that he will have. Obviously, that may not be entirely 100% accurate, or we may miss some stuff, but that should be giving you the grasp of how to effectively prepare your meeting in a much faster time. And here we are giving you the information of where do we get those suggestions. So you have this currently on the application in the inbox. This is not yet sent to anyone, but you can generate it for everyone right here. So the next one is about generating the persona much faster. So we thought actually being more comprehensive will help, but it get people confused, and we get it. So the way how we approach this now is we understood like ChatGPT is giving you a bunch of information about what is the job title, what are the things here and there, and so on. So what we did is take what ChatGPT is giving you. So here in that case, give me the detail of one ICP of SalesMind. Let me take this. I'm gonna copy all this, buying authority and so on. All right. And I'm heading to my agent. I go to the persona. I create a new persona, and now I have generate with AI right here. Now, if I click and I paste my ChatGPT answer, it can be ChatGPT, it can be a document given by your company, it can be whatever you have in mind, right? We just need to have only one single ideal customer profile. So here we're talking about quota-driven B2B account executive. We're not talking about CFO, we're not talking about CEO, we're not talking about salespeople, we're talking about B2B account executive, okay? Generate with AI. And here we go. The AI have defined the entire criteria list. What are the job title? Account executive, sales executive, senior sales executive, fine. The job function, sales, business development that match, the professional skill that match, the geography and everything, okay. The industry, so it left some of the thing a little bit broad. That's totally fine, right? We do not have to fill all the field all the time, right? What kind of role will they have? Decision maker, influencer, and end user. What are the professional skill and the market they serve? So that's being quite comprehensive. And less than a second, you can now have a search that is comprehensive and correct. I'm going to save changes and let's go to the next one. So we have Mind AI. We get a lot of people that are asking questions about their prospect. We are not on LinkedIn anymore, so you don't need to scroll and search and navigate through multiple pages and open section and so on. You can simply ask, right? So let's say I want to know if this person have what are the responsibility of this person. So I open the inbox, and on the bottom, on the top right, you have here Mind AI. So you can ask question, whatever question you have in mind. We have some preformed question. What is this person main responsibility? And then it goes. Why is this guy a good fit? and so on. So you really can talk with the data of that prospect and so on. So when you have a question about what is the size of this company, what is the strength, what is the SWOT and everything, you can get there. The next one will be the pose new outreach. I think that one is something that no one never mentioned it, but we identify that have a really underrated feature here. So what happened? We usually structure the outreach in multiple iteration, and each iteration is a set of multiple weeks, usually 4 weeks, one iteration, so that 1 month per iteration. Each iteration, we need to identify what will be the success for the next one. So let me break that down for you. The first month, what we're trying initially is to ABC test the solution. So let's say your IT services and consulting. You're providing development, you're providing design, you're providing QA. Those are 3 services that we will break down and target separately. So we'll take the entire pool of your prospect, no breakdown specifically at this stage, and we're targeting them with the 3 services that you have, okay? Once we identify which service performed the best, for the second iteration, we only take one more service and we break down the audience. So let's say the development, the mobile application development is the service that performed the best in the first month. We're going to break that down now, only this service. We're going to prospect for only this specific service among different audiences. Eventually the CEO, the chief product officer, and the project manager, right? You need multiple audiences. We break that down. And because you stop all the campaigns from the first month, you're losing momentum. Some people did not finish the funnel. Some people never went to the end, never get the last messages and so on. But you want to continue testing for the new iteration. So what we did is now you're able to pause the outreach for the new contact in the previous campaign. Okay, so let me show you how. If we go to campaign right here, in all the campaign, and that's what I'm talking about, right? If I don't want to do any more connection, but I want to make sure that all the people finish the funnel, right? So they get the last messages and they move there, or they're getting follow-ups with. That's what should happen, even if I start a new campaign. So now if I go to settings, I can decide to pause the new outreach. And when that will be on, outreach will be sent, only the messages will be sent to these people in this campaign. No more connection will be sent from this campaign. Only the people that were here before will continue to get reached. So that's very effective to ensure that you move on with your test and you're able to still keep the momentum from the previous iteration. And one of my favorite one is the Toon format. So it's a very, very simple one, but we have been stuck way too often, even ourselves, right? We have the knowledge base everywhere. Each time you talk to a LLM agent, you need him to understand who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it, right? So we come up with the copy, a simple click where you can have access to the entire knowledge base that we built for you. So here I will click on copy. All the link, all the description and everything will be copied here. And let's say I come back here and now give me the 5 ICP of SalesMind. I'm giving me the entire list of things. That's pretty massive, right? But the AI and the LLM knows how to read that properly. I'm giving him the thing, and he's giving me whatever I need based on all they have in the information knowledge base. So that's quite powerful when you need to educate your LLM precisely and fast about what you're doing. So before you were getting generic AI replies. You were guessing your audience. Now the AI is helping you to define the criteria for that. We're giving you more information about the funnel and how to get more clarity into this. We're giving you more granular control on the campaigns, and eventually an easy way to move forward with the LLM and the knowledge base. I hope that was insightful. Please subscribe below or above or somewhere around. And all the features are actually live when you will see this video, I assume. And let's get meeting. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.